12 News breaking news now.
And we begin tonight with team coverage on breaking news out of Tucson. The search for 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie is intensifying as her family continues to plead for answers.
It's now been almost a week since police believe that she was kidnapped, and still there are no suspects, at least as far as we know. As we begin our coverage tonight, let's first go to Chase Golightly, who's live outside of Annie Guthrie's home. She's one of the two daughters, and Chase, the family posted again on social media tonight, asking for their mother's safe return, and this time they're saying they are willing to pay.
Mark Creepy, that's right. That video released just a few hours ago, but this one felt a little bit different. When you actually hear what the Guthrie family has to say, there seems to be less hope that Nancy is alive. In their previous videos they released on social media, they would always demand proof that their mother was alive and also ask that she be returned safely. But the one they released today, all they ask is for their mom to be back. It's the third video released by the Guthrie family since their mother, 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, was taken against her will a week ago. Savannah, her sister Annie, and brother Cameron holding on to each other as they talk directly to the person that kidnapped her.
We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
Likely referencing a ransom note sent to multiple news outlets, including KOLD in Tucson, by someone claiming they had Guthrie, demanding money for her return. KOLD news director Jessica Bobula telling NBC News they received that ransom anonymously Monday evening, 2 days after Nancy was reportedly taken. She says part of it described items Nancy had on her.
Did it say her condition, how she was doing?
It did. It said we, but had her. But it's not, I'm not going to go into more details.
On Thursday, the Pima County Sheriff's Department said the ransom had a payment deadline set for Thursday at 5 p.m. and a second deadline for Monday. Sheriff Chris Nano saying they are taking this note seriously, but are still determining its authenticity.
Our mom is our heart and our home.
This is from the first video message from the Today Show co-host and her siblings, worried about Nancy's health, pleading for direct communication with the kidnapper.
Whoever is out there holding our mother, we need you to reach out and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward.
Asking for proof that their mother is still alive and that she will be returned safely. Then on Friday, KOLD received another anonymous message.
There is something inside the note that makes it seem that they want to try to prove that it is the same people as sent the first note.
But it did not give any indication Nancy is still alive. On Saturday, the Guthries addressed it.
We received your message, and we understand.
Not saying what it is they understand, only asking for Nancy to be back with them. Now, we did reach out to the FBI for comment on the Guthrie family's latest video, but they declined to provide a statement. We still haven't heard from the Pima County Sheriff's Department about this as well. As far as here at Annie Guthrie's home, we are seeing a little bit of activity. You have security right outside the driveway, right behind me, along with two what we believe to be undercover investigators that we've been seeing go inside the home. That's all that we've been seeing here, but we do know that this is still a very much an active and ongoing situation. We're live in Tucson. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
Chase, thanks. And he just mentioned something that we were ready to report. As the Guthrie's message grows more desperate, and you can hear it with each passing video message that they post, authorities say the investigation continues to be active.
Yeah, that's right. Gabriela Becerra is live outside of Nancy Guthrie's home. And Gabby, you've been out in Tucson all day. Where does the search stand tonight?
Well, Caribe, Mark, the search continues, and we're told that it started here at Nancy's house and that the radius would grow until they find her. Today, we confirmed with nearby businesses that detectives have been visiting them, asking to see their surveillance video, something the sheriff's office says is standard practice in a case like this. Emotions are high 1 week after 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie disappeared from her Tucson home.
I'm just horrified for her and what might have happened to her.
The Catalina Foothills community is left wondering where Nancy is and if she's still alive.
She was just very, very nice, very sweet woman.
Their worries come as Savannah Guthrie and her siblings Annie and Cameron addressed their mother's possible abductor once again, this time with an even more emotional plea.
We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace.
The Pima County Sheriff's Department stands firm that no suspect, person of interest, or vehicle has been identified in connection to her suspected kidnapping. Do you think those investigators are feeling any pressure of that ransom note?
You can't. You have to take everything in a very objective, calm way. You can't get sucked in emotionally.
Investigators returned to Nancy's home for a third time. Retired Phoenix Police Commander Jeffrey Hines admits it's not the best look to close and reopen a crime scene repeatedly, but says it's a good sign investigators are being thorough.
Of course, you should have left the crime scene tape up. Of course, everybody knows that. They didn't. They accept that. As soon as the FBI came and said, hey, we need to go back and reprocess the scene, the crime scene tape went up again. Okay, it could have been smoother. Okay, let's focus on, did they find anything additional that is going to help locate the bad guys here?
This time, investigators towed a blue SUV from the garage. NBC News confirmed it belongs to Nancy. The sheriff's office says they are reviewing evidence and at this time will not confirm or release details regarding what is being analyzed. We know they're also searching neighbors' properties.
3 FBI guys up my driveway behind my house.
Laura Gargano tells me she submitted several tips to law enforcement, knowing the smallest details could lead to Nancy.
Just can't understand how this happened.
And the FBI is offering a reward, $50,000, to anyone who helps bring Nancy home or helps lead to an arrest in this case. They're asking for you to call them directly at 1-800-CALL-FBI. Live in Tucson, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
Gabby, thanks. Meanwhile, the clock continues to tick. And as the search for Nancy Guthrie continues, be sure to download 12 Plus on your TV so you can get the latest updates of the investigation.
Just a few hours ago, a procession was held for a fallen Arizona DPS trooper killed by a helicopter crash in Flagstaff. The procession comes as investigators move forward in the case, charging an armed suspect who tonight remains in the hospital in the custody of the Coconino County Sheriff's Office. 12 News journalist Jade Cunningham has more on the charges that he faces.
50-year-old Terrell Story now facing murder charges after 2 Arizona DPS troopers were killed in Flagstaff Wednesday. This is his mugshot after being sentenced in 2008 on drug charges out of Pima County. Trooper and paramedic Hunter Bennett and pilot Robert Skanke were called to assist a domestic violence situation that escalated to a shootout between Story and law enforcement.
He's still shooting.
Story was eventually arrested when Arizona DPS says the helicopter Skanke and Bennett were in went down. Tonight, he's facing 2 counts of first-degree murder and 10 counts of aggravated assault on law enforcement. A procession for Hunter Bennett was held Saturday, where a large entourage of law enforcement from different agencies escorted a white hearse from Flagstaff to Green Acres Mortuary and Cemetery in Scottsdale. Bennett, who's an ASU graduate, joined Arizona DPS 4 years ago. The 26-year-old worked his way up to becoming a trooper and paramedic with Western Air Rescue in Kingman, and in 2025 he became a fully qualified DPS Air Rescue paramedic. As the investigation into the crash continues, the deaths of these 2 men have left a sense of heartache and sadness among law enforcement, many not ready to say goodbye. Jay Cunningham, 12 News.
And the suspect sustained non-life-threatening injuries. He is being held on a $5 million cash-only bond.
A man is in extremely critical condition tonight after he was rescued earlier this afternoon off of the Cholla Trail on Camelback Mountain. We want to show you some video of the rescue. At about 1 o'clock this afternoon, fire and rescue crews were called out to the mountain after getting reports about a man who had suffered a medical emergency. It was determined the quickest and best way to get him off the mountain was to helicopter him down. Fire crews say it's a good reminder that when going on a hike, make sure you wear the right clothes, hydrate the night before, and bring plenty of water along on the hike.
Arizona heat does catch up to people very quickly. Again, it's February and it's 80 degrees here. That's not typical. Even though it might not seem like it's that hot, heat can affect you no matter what you're doing if you're not prepared for it.
They also encourage people, if you can, to hike in a group.